Welcome to the DivaSpeaks Relationships Talk Show. Welcome back. Brand new show, brand new season, brand new contract, okay? And this is a brand new year. If I haven't officially said welcome to 2025, guys, welcome to 2025. I'm super excited to have you guys join me once again. As I stated, this is a new season. Okay, this is my fifth year renewing my contract with the local television station here. All kudos to Public TV Access 21 here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I just want to say thank you to all of my supporters, all of the people that subscribe to my different social media platforms and my channels. I'm so grateful to you and for you, because without you, I couldn't be here right now. Okay. And also, I want to send a shout out to the very beautiful lady who has been doing my locks for years. Don't my locks look fabulous? Are they not? Are they not the business? Okay. The business, my crown and my glory, or whatever. So Sarah's Braiding in Charlotte on Beatty's Ford Road is where I get my locks done. So I'm kicking a shout out to Sarah, because that's my girl. I've been going to her shop for years, getting my locks done, and I just wanted to show love to my friend and my stylist, Sarah. But guys, if you forgot or if you didn't know, the Diva has her own channel as well as airing her shows on Access 21's platform. Now, on Access 21, okay, over there at the television station, okay, you can catch my talk show every second and fourth Friday of the month at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, with my contract over there, that allows my show to air on Spectrum Cable as well as AT&T Uverse. That's a bonus. Okay, that's God right there. Okay, it's all in the details. Humble beginnings, but grateful for where I am. Once again, you can catch my talk show on Spectrum Cable, Access 21, as well as AT&T Uverse every second and fourth Friday of the month at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, Eastern Standard Time. And if you miss it, if you want to, catch it over there on Access 21, if you miss it, you can go to the video on demand section, type in Diva or Diva Speaks. You'll know me when you see me. Okay, iconic hair right here. Okay, and you can watch the show on repeat for as many times as you would like. However, the Diva does have her own Roku channel as well as her own Apple TV and Amazon Fire channels. So if you have any of those streaming platforms and you would like to watch, please add my channel to your streaming services. Once again, Diva Speaks Relationships is on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. You can catch my show, my channel. Now, my channels is a little bit different, okay? It's a little bit different. It has the best of throwback entertainment out there. Anything that you can watch anywhere else, you can watch it on the Diva Speaks Relationships, Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Now, because this is a relationship talk show and platform, okay, the emphasis on all things related to relationship, there is some very adult content, pay-per-view by the way, on my channel. So just to let you know, and if you're into that type of thing, if you are, have a particular, desire or fetish, then I just want to let you know that those things are available on the Diva Speaks Relationships, Roku, Apple, and Amazon. No, not on Amazon Fire, but on my Apple and my Roku channel, you can find those things. Once again, I want to thank you all for your support. This has been 5 years, and with God's help, it'll be an additional 5 years, but on a more major, okay, network and platform, okay? Never despise the days of small beginnings. Now, with that being said, I want to welcome you to the show. If you forgot, my name is Angela Potarayal. That name may be changing soon, okay? My name is Angela Potarayal, and we have a letter from one of our misguided poor souls, but I don't judge, okay? I listen, and then I respond, okay? Once again, we do have a letter from one of our misguided souls, nevertheless, a supporter and someone who respects me. So I'm going to deliver Brutal honesty, respectfully, but brutal honesty. I want you guys to buckle up because here he goes. So, our good sis writes, don't throw anything at the screen when you hear the caption. Don't throw nothing at the screen. Don't break your shit, okay, because of this letter. Because women like this are out here more than you know about. The more you know, and the more you get educated, and the more you are aware of what's out here, the more either you can equip yourself or inform yourself of what is happening, okay, so that you don't be like the unsuspecting one. Here I go again, can't talk, in this particular letter. So here we go. The question is asked before we get into the details of the letter. The question is asked, what can I leave in his house so his wife knows he's cheating? Once again, I said don't throw anything, okay? Because if you throw it and you throw it hard enough and it comes across the screen and it hits me, I do throw back, okay? But no, all seriousness, the caption is a letter that has been posed. It says, what can I leave in his house so his wife knows he's cheating? Okay? So let's get into it, guys. I've been dating this guy for 6 months. We live about an hour away from each other and work opposite schedules. So we haven't been able to spend more than a few hours together every week. Okay, this is what a good sis says. Long story short, I found out he has been married for 5 years. No kids, thankfully. He doesn't have social media, but his wife does. And she recently posted a photo of them together. Duh. I have been fuming over this for a day and haven't confronted him yet. Initially, I was going to write her on Facebook, but I'm currently enduring a custody case with my ex and don't want to bring any additional drama. We had plans for me to come over his house this weekend. I was thinking of acting normal towards him so I could come over and then blocking him after. Is there a way for me to subtly leave things behind for his wife to find and know that he's cheating? Otherwise, I'll just wait until this custody battle is over and show her receipts. However, that could be months away. Wait a minute, guys. Hold on. I don't have my glasses on, so let me get to the bottom. Okay. So I don't want to leave her a note because then it will be obvious that I was trying to get her to find out. My ex is vengeful. I also make twice as much money as he does, and my boyfriend knows that. So I'm afraid that if my boyfriend finds out that I was telling his wife, then he will contact my ex and screw up this custody hearing somehow. It may be unlikely, but my child is the most, it may be unlikely, but my child is most important to me. Also, I have only been to his house once prior to this. There are no photos out, and I didn't dig through his closets or his drawers. I really want to let her know. What can I do to let her know by leaving something behind? It's a long one. Yes, it is. So listen, let me recap. If you're just now tuning in, we have a woman who has a situation. We're not judging. We're just going to stick to the facts and address the letter. Okay. I know it's easy for some of you, but let's just not. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to do what I'm known to do. Okay. During the course of this show. So relax. So we got a woman who been seeing this guy for 6 months. According to her, that is the time frame, 6 months. And she says they live about an hour. Yeah, we live about an hour away from each other and they work opposite schedules. And she said they haven't been able to spend more than a few hours a week together. And she recently found out that this guy is married, and he has been married for 5 years. Now she goes on to say that he doesn't have social media, but his wife does. And she located his wife's social media. She identified this man's wife to be his wife because the wife that she didn't know about posted a picture of them together, and she found out from that particular post and doing her homework on this man that this man has been married for 5 years. Now, a little further down in the letter, she says she's only been to his place a couple of times, and there were no photos out. There was no indication that he was married or that he had a woman. And she is livid. She's livid, and she's like, she needs the wife to know. Sidebar, our good sis is going through a custody battle with her ex-boyfriend right now. And she fears, because she is in a more financially stable position than the boyfriend, and she is trying to gain custody of her child, that if she leaves something behind, that's obvious that she left something behind for the wife to find out. Her married man boyfriend, her very married boyfriend, who knows about her business and her custody issues, her custody woes, will then in turn exact revenge and go to her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, who she's fighting for custody, okay, with the child, and, behind her child, and then make things difficult for her and make her life a little bit difficult. And she's saying that, the most important thing to her right about now is her child. She wants to know, what should she leave behind? What can she leave behind at this married man boyfriend of hers? Well, I guess ex now. She should be saying ex. What can she leave behind to let the wife know that her husband is cheating? Now, are you all caught up? So let's dig into this. Good sis, let me start from the bottom of your letter and work our way up. You want to know, what can you leave behind at the boyfriend's house, the very married boyfriend house, the boyfriend who deceived you, that did not tell you that he was married. You had to discover that he was married by going on social media. Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there for just a hot second. Okay, so let me repeat that. I have had a handful of letters of women in situation just like you, so you're not alone, just like you, where they get in a relationship or a situationship with a guy who proclaims not to have social media. That's always the case. I think that should be a dead giveaway that a person is married or in a relationship when they tell you they don't have social media, or I'm not on social media like that, they're lying. Sometimes the reason that a person is not on social media is so that they will not get caught. And sometimes it's a blessing that the person that they're in a relationship with or married to, it's a blessing that they have a relationship, because most of the time their partner will post and you will find. But my point that I am trying to communicate to you is, where was this gut intuition to go digging and searching for information to get more information about this man that you were getting involved with, who essentially is a long distance lover to you? Where was all of this inquisitiveness, or you being inquisitive, prior to you going and traveling an hour away to go spend a couple of hours with him at his house? You have all of this energy after the fact when you should have had it before, because had you done your homework, you would have discovered this man is very married. This man is very married, and you could have saved yourself, the whatever you're feeling right now. Whatever you are feeling, you didn't have to feel it, because you wouldn't have taken it that far, okay? You're asking, what can you leave behind to let his wife know that he's cheating? You're doing this, you're operating from a place of hurt and anger, and you should be. You were deceived. You were deceived into doing something. You lead me to believe that you wouldn't have taken it this far. You wouldn't have gotten involved with him had you known that he was married. But I need you to eat this one. for a few reasons. I need you to take this as a hard lesson learned, because you should have done your homework on this man. You should have. His wife is innocent of this. You don't need to be trying to let her know anything. And again, I say, and I've said it a couple of weeks before, you're playing a very dangerous game when you start trying to inform someone who you have been involved with, their spouse, that the person you've been sleeping with is messing over them or is having an affair on them. Number one, you don't know how crazy people are. You don't want to put yourself in harm's way. If you say that your child is the most important thing to you on this earth, why would you put your life in danger by operating from a spirit of vengeance, trying to, get even with this guy who is married, who shouldn't have been leading you on? Like, you've been to his house. And that lets you know he's scum. He is scum. I can't see having an affair. If you know me, you write me, I have zero sympathy, tolerance. I have zero shit for cheaters. I think they are the scum of the earth. I think they are the bottom of the barrel. I think they should have the life they deserve. I don't think anything good should happen to cheaters. I'm just saying, if he was going to cheat and he just had to cheat, why did he have to bring you back to his home? His home that he shares with his wife. And I'm pretty sure you guys were sleeping in the bed that he sleeps in with her. He's a piece of shit, ma'am. He's a piece of shit. He has his moral compass is totally broken up, totally. I need you to separate yourself from this situation and you get as far from this man as possible. You don't need to leave anything behind at this woman's house. You don't. And furthermore, you don't know how crazy she is. You don't know what can of worms you could be opening up by trying to let this woman know that her husband is cheating by leaving something behind at her house. This woman could be crazy. This woman could be crazy with him. This woman could start stalking you. This woman could take her anger out on you. Leave it alone. You ask, I'm telling you, leave it alone. You know what you need to know. The truth has been revealed. Moving forward, do better. Do better by asking better questions, and don't move so quick. And, don't be so quick to move with jumping into bed with someone or jumping into a relationship with someone and you don't know that much about them. Everything that you did in the aftermath is what you should have done before. So next time you're interested in someone, and you will be, okay? You do this shit before. And I'm sorry, you do this before. You don't go looking and trying to do your due diligence after the fact, after you've gotten played, after you've been lied to, after you've discovered that there is someone else that he has a life with, that he's married to, that, he shares his bed with. You don't need to do this after, you need to do this before, so you can avoid situations like this. And I do think it is a very bad and immature idea of yours to even be thinking about what can you leave behind so that you can let his wife know that he's cheating. You are in a nasty child custody case battle right now with your child's father. You don't need to rock the boat no kind of way, because you're still guilty of having an affair with a married man. Okay, part of this is on you. It's not all on him, even though he's a no good cheating husband of hers. Her problem, her husband, her problem, not your problem, not your business anymore. Focus on winning this custody case with your child's father and nothing else. So guys, if you're just now tuning in, I'm going to reread parts of the letter to bring you up to speed as to what our good sister is going through. And I just want to say, you have every right to feel what you're feeling right now. You are angry, you're upset, you were deceived, he lied to you. Then, he just kept lying, trying to cover up the fact that he is a married man. And I'm going to tell you what was going to happen. He was going to use you up, and then he was going to ghost you anyway, probably. But bringing you back to his house, that is some nasty work. Bringing you back so that you know where he lives with his wife, okay? And you've been with him in their home, having sex with this man in their home, in that bed. Oh my, I would want to know as a wife, But I don't think you should be the one to tell her. I think that life has a way of her finding out on her own, taking you out of harm's way and removing you from the equation. Now, if she finds out about you, that's a different thing. That's a different conversation. If she should happen to find out about you, then if you really want her to know, it would be at that time that you can have the conversation with her. But I need you to remember, when you're talking to his wife, she's the innocent party. She hasn't done anything to you. So watch your tone and your attitude when you're talking to her, because she hasn't done anything to you. I do know that these side chicks these days, or the ones who are scorned, have a tendency to want to get, you want to beat your chest when it comes to the wife. This wife hasn't done anything to you. So if she should happen to find out about you, and she reaches out to you because she's done her due diligence and she knows how to contact you, then you have the conversation with her and you let her know, because then you didn't initiate any trouble. You simply got a call from a woman who suspected that her husband was cheating, and then she had proof and she contacted you. I would suggest that. But as promised, let's go over the letter again, guys. Parts of it, not all of it. So our good sis, she posed a question in the caption, what can I leave in his house so his wife knows that he's cheating? And that is what I have been addressing this entire segment. What can I leave in his house? That's the question from our good sister, so his wife knows he's cheating. So the letter starts off like this. I've been dating this guy for 6 months. We live about an hour away from each other and work opposite schedules. So we haven't been able to spend more than a few hours together every week. So they've established a pattern, okay? Long story short, I found out he's been married for 5 years. No kids, thankfully. He doesn't have social media, but his wife does. And she recently posted a photo of them together. So my question is, I'm going to stop the letter right there. How did you discover that he had a wife and that it was his wife when she posted? Something in you clicked. Something in you made you question the fact, why doesn't he have social media, right? Whatever that was, whatever that storm that was brewing on the inside of you that made you go in search of a social media account for him and discover her, I need you to keep that with you moving forward. So you can always do your homework and always, be forewarned, okay? And you're not coming into this information after the fact. So let me continue with the letter, guys. I have been fuming over this for a day and haven't confronted him yet. Initially, I was going to write her on Facebook, but I'm currently enduring a custody case with my ex and don't want to bring any additional drama. If you try to contact this wife, you will be inviting and opening up an additional, set of circumstances that is laced with drama. I don't think you should do it. I think you should end it with this guy. I think you should walk away, ghost him, block him everywhere you can. If he shows up, you tell him to never come to your house again. You don't owe him any explanation. You owe that married man who deceived you, who lied to you and is currently cheating on his wife. Okay, you don't owe him any sort of explanation. You owe it to yourself to remove yourself from that situation, remove yourself from his life, and never reach out to that woman and put yourself in harm's way or jeopardize your custody case. You say your child is the most important thing to you. I need your actions to reflect that. Okay? It is very unfortunate that this has happened to you. And we see more and more stories like yours of women who want to be in relationships but don't do what is necessary to find out more about the guy that they are getting involved with and end up getting blindsided because you find out later on he's a no good dog. He's a dog who's cheating on his wife. He's very, very married. And, part of me wants to believe that it is the girl code in you that wants to notify her, but I know better. I know that in this moment, this is not about girl code. This is not about sisterhood. This is about you making him pay for lying to you and the fact that he has a wife. And I don't think it will be received well by neither of them. Him, because you had no business telling his wife in his mind, right? her, because who the hell are you? Then she's going to do her due diligence on you. She's going to want to find out more about you. I just think it's not worth it. I don't think it's worth the trouble, the drama, the stress, the anxiety, all of the things that could come with you reaching out to this woman to let her know that her husband's cheating on her with you. And don't you dare leave anything behind in this man's house. You are fortunate enough to be blessed with the information that this no good rotten dog is not yours to keep. He's very married. He had no business getting involved with you. He's very married. But again, that's his wife's problem. You got enough on your plate to focus on at this time than to be worried about this guy. This guy, you know, is no good. This guy needed to have exited your life. This guy is her problem. Don't make him yours. Do the right thing. Move on. Focus on your child and winning this custody case. And prepare yourself for a new love. Prepare yourself for this dating climate that you find yourself in. It's a lot of people out here just like this guy. So in order to avoid repeating what you have just experienced, you need to be a little bit more careful. You need to take a little bit more time, invest more time into getting to know that person and getting to know more about them. Making sure you check all the boxes, making sure that you've done everything you can to find out about this person's background. And if what they're telling you about themselves is the honest to God truth, that's what I want you to do, because you can do it. Okay. I don't see any fault of yours up until the point where you want to notify his wife. Sister, don't do it. I don't want you to jeopardize your life. It's not worth it. It's never worth it. It's never worth it. Okay? Guys, this has been Talk That Talk with DivaSpeaks Relationships. I hope you have enjoyed today's letter. Again, you know, there are more stories out there like the one that our good sister wrote than you guys realize. And the quicker that more people are aware that deceivers and liars are out there polluting the dating climate, you know, the dating pool, the smarter you will get. You will educate yourselves on how to avoid unnecessary drama when it comes to the lies that people are telling you about themselves. You know, I don't want you to continue to go through the same thing. If you learn your lesson this time, you can hopefully avoid it the next time. Okay. Once again, on our way out, guys, I want to invite you. Subscribe to my channels, okay? DivaSpeaks Relationships Talk Show is available every second and fourth Friday of the month over there at Access 21, okay? The days of my humble beginnings. Every second and fourth Friday of the month at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can stream my show on the television's website. As well as their Roku channel and their Apple TV channel, their Vimeo channel, and as well as Spectrum Cable and AT&T Uverse. The Diva has her own channels on those streaming services as well. You can find DivaSpeaks Relationships. That is my name, okay? That is my show's name across all social media platforms. You can find me on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire for now. I'm not sure how much longer, okay? But for now, that's where you can find me. And for those of you who may be going through what the wife in this situation is going through, so let me tell you something on my way out, okay? I do, and I have developed 2 different relationship therapeutic card games. Again, I'm only addressing the part of the letter when it comes to the wife, right? The wife being blindsided because she doesn't know yet, right? And who's to say that he hasn't have that he does not? Her husband, the husband in this letter, the married boyfriend in the letter, who's to say that he hasn't been doing this for years and maybe this is something that he's just been doing? Who's to say the wife doesn't know about his cheating antics? She just doesn't know about the good sister that wrote in today. But I have developed a card game. One of them is called Surviving Infidelity. Once again, Surviving Infidelity. Oops, wait a minute, the green screen not working. Surviving Infidelity. You can check it out on my website, right? Surviving Infidelity. Let me just go through a few of the questions that you'll find in surviving infidelity. Now, this is a therapeutic card game that you can play with your spouse in the privacy and the comfort of your own home, an intimate setting designed for the two of you. If you're already in therapy or counseling individually and or as a couple, this would be a follow-up session, like homework that you're doing in between the sessions. Like this particular, let me read a couple of the questions to give you an idea of what it does for you. Like one of the cards say, were you getting your needs met at home? That is a valid question, because sometimes imperfect people go in search of getting their needs met outside of the relationship, especially if your moral compass has not been serviced, okay? Or if you haven't used it in a while. This is a valid question. This would be a question that the partner who was cheated on want to know from their significant other. Were you getting your needs met? That opens up a floodgate of other questions. What needs were you not getting met at home? And it's not always, about sexual fulfillment. It's not always about the intimacy, the physical act of intimacy. Other needs may have been neglected. Okay, so that's one of the questions. Okay, here's another valid question. Okay, another valid question. Was something missing in our life? Another valid question. Okay, once again, you can find this on my website. The game is called Surviving Infidelity, Relationship Therapy. It is a therapeutic card game for couples in a crisis that have experienced infidelity. Again, one of the cards asks the question that you would pose to your significant other: was something missing in our life? Okay, another question I'm going to give to you is straight here. Why was it so easy to step outside of the relationship? Why was it so easy? Because at some point it had to be, right? Why was it so easy? Once again, guys, you can find this on my website, I keep going to the wrong side of the screen. Surviving Infidelity. Oh my goodness. And that is such a heartbreaking thing to experience for anybody, married or not. Now, here is the second of, this is my masterpiece. Okay. I can't get it right. Relationship therapy. I highly recommend this one. Whether infidelity is a part of your problem, or communication, or there's been a disconnect, or you're going through a very horrific season of arguments, right? Toxicity, no meeting of the minds. You're not having the conversations. Your sex life has been impacted because you're not getting along. You want it to work. You need it to work. You desire to save the relationship, but you just don't know how to start the communication to flowing again. I highly recommend, look at me, relationship therapy. You can find both of these games on my website, which is diva-official-.com. Wait a minute, guys. DivaSpeaks-official.com. And I'm saying dash, don't spell the word dash. Don't get cute, okay? It's the symbol. Diva-Speaks-official.com. You can find both of these games, Relationship Therapy and Surviving Infidelity, on the Diva Speaks Relationships website. Don't forget, guys, if you have social media, right? Make sure you follow me on social media. Now, on Facebook, I'm a Facebook girl. I don't care what those young ones are saying. Facebook has done me no wrong, okay? Go over there to my official Diva Speaks relationships page over there. Now, it's the grown and sexy page. We do the throwback entertainment over there, and I mix it with a little of this, okay? But you can find it at True Diva Speaks. That's the hashtag, or that's the, facebook.com/True Diva Speaks, or type in Diva Speaks Relationships, just like you see it on the screen, okay? Just like you see it on the screen. It's all one word. Go over there to my Facebook page and follow me over there. You can find me everywhere. And if you don't know where to find me, Google me. Google me. Okay. It's just that simple. Google will tell you what you need to know. But all jokes aside, guys, thank you for tuning in to the Diva Speaks Relationships Talk Show. My name is Angela Patarreal. And until we meet again, the diva has spoken. Toodles.